Humarap sa inyong lingkod at sa iba pang mamamahayag si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos at sinagot niya ang maiinit na isyu ngayon sa bansa, kabilang ang problema sa agrikultura at ekonomiya.
At natanong din ang Pangulo tungkol sa bagong insidente ng pagtataboy ng China sa mga Pilipinong mangingisda at ang kontrobersyal na Maharlika Wealth Fund.
Narito ang report. Humarap si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa mga miyembro ng media para sagutin ang mga tanong ng bayan. Unang pinag-usapan ang mga problema ng bansa sa agrikultura. Bilang Agriculture Secretary, iginiit ni Pangulong Marcos na kailangan nating mag-import partikular ng sibuyas at asukal.
Again, in the short term, the increasing prices of food products is alarming, and that's why we now have to, whatever we do, we must import. Our production is well below our demand, therefore we must import. So, because of the chaos that we saw within question when it came to sugar, when it came to the onions, we did not know how much of the commodity was actually in the country. We're starting to get a handle on it now.
Sa tanong naman kung kailan siya magtatalaga ng permanenteng Agriculture Secretary,
once I know that the value chain has already been put together, never mind that it is functioning yet, but we already know what needs to be done in each part of that value chain, and we have the means and we have a plan, then we will have a secretary who will then take my place.
tinanong ko rin si Pangulong Marcos Jr. tungkol sa hindi paglusot ni Erwin Tulfo bilang Secretary ng Department of Social Welfare and Development o DSWD.
About Erwin Tulfo, it was reported that you're gonna appoint him as one of your presidential advisors. If so, on what?
No, that's really not been part of the plan for Erwin. No, we had other plans for him, not as a presidential advisor.
But he would still be part of your administration?
I hope so.
Tinanong ko rin na ang Pangulo, kaugnay sa relasyon ng Pilipinas at China, kaugnay sa agawan ng teritoryo, partikular sa pinakabagong insidente ng pangtataboy ng Chinese Coast Guard sa mga Pilipinong mangingisda sa Ayungin Shoal.
Just a few weeks after Coast Guard drove away Filipino fishing boats in Ayungin Shoal. What message does this give you? And what happened to President Xi Jinping's promise for a compromise?
Well, we haven't come to that compromise yet. And if the timing of what we refer to as shadowing, is what they do is they shadow our fishing boats. And so that incident happened right after I had returned from China. So we have immediately used with that thing, that mechanism that I talked about. Sinabi we can even immediately contact the Chinese government, and hopefully, though our counterparts on the other side can bring to President Xi's attention this problem, and we have done that. But that does not preclude us from continuing to make protests and continuing to send note verbals.
Isa pang isyong sinagot ni Pangulong Marcos ay ang mga batiko sa kanya raw madalas na pagbiyahe sa gitna ng kaliwat ng problema ng bansa. Sagot niya dyan. Proseso
yan. Hindi yan yung pupunta ka tapos kakausapin mo yung korporasyon, nagustuhan ka, ito malaking pera, sige sa'yo na. Hindi ganoon. Magpapakilala muna tayo. Dahil pagka hindi tayo bumiyahe at nagpakita diyan sa mga conference na yan, hindi tayo iniisip. Wala sa isip nila ang Pilipinas.
Hindi naman masabi ni PBBM kung magkano ang kabuuang nagastos sa 8 foreign trips niya sa nakalipas lang na 7 buwan.
So, on terms of the cost, the way I see it, you have to look at it as ROI. Do we bring something back or do we not? If you say, I don't know, as I said, I don't know the exact figures of the costs and everything. But, for example, we came back from China with pledges of 22 billion. Let's say we get actual out of that 1 billion. Bawing-bawi lahat ng 8 trips.
Ipinunto ng Pangulo ang kahalagahan ng pagbiyahe niya para makakuha ng mga negosyanteng pwedeng mamuhunan sa bansa. Pero ngayong taon, magiging limitado na raw ang mga biyahe niya abroad.
Bawasan na namin for the rest of the year. Ang dahilan ay kailangan namin balikan lahat itong mga nasimulan sa ASEAN, sa APEC, sa China, pati yung pagpunta sa EU, sa Brussels, tapos itong biyahe dito sa Davos. Ay kailangan namin i-detalye yung aming pinag-usapan. Kailangan na namin gawin yun. Hindi pa namin nagagawa dahil busy kami nga ng biyahe.
Kagagaling lang sa Switzerland ng Pangulo sa mga bumabatikos kung bakit kasama roon at sa iba pang foreign trip ang presidential son na si Congressman Sandro Marcos, nilinaw ng Pangulo na hindi ito paghahanda sa posibilidad na tatakbo rin ang kanyang anak sa pagkapangulo balang araw.
We're not grooming him for anything. He's grooming himself. He has decided on this career. But everybody dreams to be the number one position. The reason he accompanies us is because he's an author of the Maharlika Bill.
Sa Switzerland, ibinida ng Pangulo ang kontrobersyal na panukalang Maharlika Wealth Fund. May mensahe rin siya sa mga kritiko ng panukala na nangangamba sa posibleng korupsyon.
You cannot use funds of the GOCC. Pera ng gobyerno, what will the government spend? Ito sa proposal. It's not something that we have adopted. Hindi yun basta o sige, bigyan niyo ako ng ilang bilyon dolyar, tapos lalagay lang na akong bahala na dyan. It's not like that at all. And in fact, even on our end, we will only deploy funds when there is a very specific project to be paid for. So money laundering just won't come into it.
Ngayong nasa Senado na ang bola sa Maharlika Wealth Fund Bill, may bilin ang Pangulo sa mga senador.
Hindi naman dapat imadali dahil napaka-importante lahat ng mga bawat salita na ilalagay mo dun sa batas na yun. May kabuluhan yun. Hindi mo basta't pwedeng, tama na yan, okay na. Kailangan talagang pag-aralan na mabuti. Mas importante na maging tama kaysa maging mabilis.